Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones 4.0. Alright, so we're in a battle here, and I've kind of made a bit of a decision, thanks to those of you in the comments for your input regarding the dragons. Okay, so someone came up with a really interesting point, and a number of you also seem to concur with that, and that basically is that we are going to alternate or be more selective with how we utilize are dragons. Now, at the moment, I am embroiled in a somewhat allyship with this Lorathi vassal who has been attacked by a number of Sarnor vassals. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. I'm not going to use my dragon in this particular engagement, because what I'd like to do is use it in this engagement over here, because there is a large army coming our way, and in my opinion it makes much more sense for us to choose our battles with the dragon rather than continually use them over and over again. Of course, you know, from a realistic standpoint, if we were actually House Targaryen in a realistic setting, as in if this was real life and House Targaryen was a real thing, they would just use their dragons all the time. You know, they would just do that because that gives them the highest likelihood of being able to achieve victory. Why would they not use their most powerful asset? Right? I mean, obviously, you know, that's the logical thing to do. However, because this is a game, and obviously we want to try to make things, you know, still a little bit challenging, I'm going to do exactly that, and I'm going to get off my flying dragon. I actually exchanged the dragon, so Soren is now on the other one, as you can see over there, and I'm now going to be fighting on foot for this battle, because that's the kind of thing that I think would be quite riveting, to switch things up a little bit and to keep things fresh, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And I think personally, if we were going to be on our dragon here, we would most likely, almost certainly achieve victory, but I have no idea what is going to happen now. We are probably still going to win, just generally because we have some pretty good troops, or at least I hope we have some pretty good troops. And I'm going to be telling my infantry to charge in here, my cavalry to charge in, that is, my horse archers and so on and so forth, and then I will tell my other people to charge in as well. Not sure if that's a good idea particularly, but the Lorathi vassal is just literally, you know what, I'm actually gonna stop them over here. I want to put them in position, you know, so that they can actually charge in at a moment's notice, but I don't really want to charge them in just yet. I want to get my infantry to charge in first, and then my cavalry can hopefully come in and flank. Oh, that was a nice hit. Thank you very much. Okay, I like that. Ow. Getting absolutely murdered, but I'm doing a little bit of murdering myself too. I like that. Oh, my archers are way too far back. That is not very good. And let's get my cavalry up here, and hopefully that is going to be good. Actually, I could get on this. There's someone actually just gave me this horse. I think he just gifted that to me, actually. That's pretty nice of him, isn't it? This Knight of the Vale. It's basically the same exact thing that they were using. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyway, we're just going to tell these guys to charge in now. Might as well. And yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Anyway, what kind of damage is this thing? This does almost the same damage as a dragon's charge damage. You see how much damage this is doing? It does 30 damage when you charge into things. What? Okay, that's actually crazy. I was certainly not expecting that. Okay, well, that's nice. Look at that. 46 damage. Whoa, okay. It seems like I need to get myself a Royal Destrier in one of my future playthroughs. I really need to get one of those. I don't even know whether they're in the base game. Are they in the base game? I don't know. I really have no clue. But yeah, my archers are doing a relatively decent job, I guess. I'm not entirely sure if they are. But we're just going to continue doing our little bits of damage here and there. And, well, hopefully my cavalry will see us to victory. Unfortunately, the enemy does have a significant amount of polearm users. And as a result, that has made things much more awkward than it would have to be. Hopefully this horse isn't going to die. I'm pretty sure it will, though. Maybe. I'm doing some nice damage with this. Someone said that this is actually an execution sword, so I guess that kind of makes sense, doesn't it, considering how much damage it does? I mean, really. If you want to execute someone, well, this is probably the blade to use. That is for sure. Anyway, hopefully after this, we will then be able to head on into the other battle, which has around 400 enemy units, which is obviously a bit of a problem in itself, because I am going to use the dragon for that one, because let's face it, you know, might as well, you know. We, as I say, I think what we'll do is, well, as I already said, we're not going to use it in every single battle, but I think we should be a bit more choosy about it. So, in other words, every other battle, maybe, it depends. We've got to be a little bit wise with using it, because obviously, you know, we want to make sure that it is still... Soren basically did nothing in this entire battle, as far as I'm aware as well, by the way. So even if she's using that dragon, it's just, yeah, I don't know, the AI just doesn't seem to be particularly good at using it. Anyway, yeah, as I say, probably a good idea to just make it so that we do every other battle, or maybe we'll see if we can get a bit more used to what needs balancing in that respect, because obviously we're kind of trying to make things a little bit more balanced in that aspect, rather than, you know... Oh, Melisandre's here? Hello! Oh. She's actually from Lorath. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's very strange. Okay, well, whatever the case, yeah, we are just gonna... Oh, no. Did you see that? That bug happened again. The reputation decrease. Ah, okay, I have no idea who actually loathes us now, but I'm going to assume it is someone relatively good. So we'll just take these forces here just to kind of, you know, restore ourselves somewhat. We'll take all the prisoners as well, because I am nearby to a town, and I should be able to get in there before this army to our northeast here, or to the top right, is going to bear down on us. So, as I say, we're just going to kind of play it by ear, and we're going to see just how likely it is for us to need to use dragons in every other battle. I think every other battle would probably be a pretty decent way to go about things, because it's not going to get too samey, but it's also going to make sure that we do have some dragon presence in the series, because that's the point with playing with House Targaryen, in my opinion. You know, you want to make sure that you have some fun, unique aspects to the mod, right? Because otherwise you're not going to have any of that, and it's going to be super, super sad. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm even doing in the marketplace. I actually just wanted to sell my prisoners. Actually, I don't want to sell all of them, of course. I do want to get some of these guys to join me. And yeah, we're just going to get rid of... I don't even know what, to be honest. Let's just take these guys, those fellows. I think that's probably all I really want. Maybe Knights of the Vale we also want, and then we can just let the rest go for 13,000. I suppose that's fine. We are actually over the limit now. By 1. Ugh. Yes, that happens. Okay, wait. Gallant Sword Sister, they don't have helmets, so I guess I'll just let them go. And Jorah is actually besieging this castle here. I'm assuming that the other army, yes, as you can see, the other army is attempting to maybe intercept, but Jorah has a very large army, probably too much for the opponent to handle. I'm actually wondering what they're doing here. Are they attempting... Oh, you're going to try and take this? Oh, that's going to be very funny if you try to take this. This is not going to work for you, sir. No, they are actually not trying to take it. They are just in two minds about whether they should or not. And I am now ready... Oh yeah, you best bet. I am now ready to attack them. So let's just see what we want to go for here. This guy is actually a Mer vassal. Not sure if it's really good for me to do that. But he is winning the vote as it is, and we might as well increase our relation with him somewhat. It's also a decent idea to maybe get some additional charm skill, even though my charm skill is not really going to reach... I don't think it's going to get to 275. Let me actually just take a quick look. I don't think so. I don't know the math behind it, but I think maybe it will. It's going to take a long time, but maybe it will. Or maybe we do actually need 7 in the attribute. Not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out. Now, this is also something that I am very perplexed by as well. I don't know the calculation behind this, but plus 10% damage with two-handed weapons basically means just a base value increased by 10%, I assume. And then obviously you have the plus 25% armor penetration with your attacks. So theoretically, this basically just means that armor penetration is better against units that have heavier armor. So if you're, if you're up against some, shiny armor guys, then they're obviously going to be mostly countered by this. Whereas if you're up against mostly, regular units that don't particularly have, big armor, so for example, archers and lower tier units, then you should probably take a Blade Master. So I'm probably going to go for the armor penetration because as it stands right now, I am very easily capable of just destroying anyone with my two-handed sword here, but sometimes higher armored targets do take a little bit longer for us to deal with. So it's going to be a good idea for me to go with that. And yeah, so this fellow, I'm not sure how this is going to go. He has 455, and if I am able to average my my sort of kill count that I generally tend to achieve when we go into a battle with a dragon, then I should be okay. Especially considering he's actually using a bunch of Sons of the Harpy, and no offense, but these guys are not that powerful, I don't think. But I guess we'll see. Sarnor, as you can see right here, basically they only have recruits. I'm not sure why. I guess the, I mean, look at the combat strength. We're still kind of edging them out a little bit here in terms of their combat strength. We have like, what, 55% and they have 45% of the bar or something like that. But yeah, we're going to be playing with our dragon this time around, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of the plan going forward. So hopefully that's good for you, because that seems like a pretty decent balance for me as well, because then if we do it that way, we have to be more strategic with our choices. And we're not consistently going to be like, oh yeah, I really need to make sure that I just use my dragon all the time, because if I use my dragon all the time, then it's going to be too easy, I think, potentially. But, I find it very funny, though, that this guy literally gets hit for 2,000 damage by a dragon and he manages to survive. I think that's very amusing. Anyway, we can just eliminate these guys. They're just, I don't even know. I don't even know what they're doing right now, because they're literally just kind of running around, not really being that effective, and they're kind of just being food for my dragon right here, And what's really funny is that they can't really hit me that easily either, which I very much appreciate. There we go. We're eliminating a lot of their leaders now as well. I'm actually hoping that Soren maybe can do something here, because if she can, then she might actually level up somewhat, and maybe she'll become a little bit stronger, and then if she becomes stronger, then our offspring are obviously going to be stronger in the end as well. At least that's from my reckoning. Oh, it's one of these maps again. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So this one is going to be real tough, because we have to get beyond the opponent, and that's not really good. Yeah, we're going to have to get my infantry to come up here, archers up here as well. Let's put them into a loose formation, put the infantry over here as well. Not sure how that's really going to go. I'm just going to attack these guys a little bit. But yeah, you can see here that it's going to be absolutely impossible for me to get into the trees. And that is, again, a perfect counter for the dragons. And yeah, personally, I think this is a perfect counter for pretty much any cavalry-focused force as well. Because, let's face it, how is a cavalry-focused force supposed to even get into this area? I mean, this is obviously the only way that I can really do this. We're not really going to get too many kills this way. Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Hello. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Oh, no. What? Why did I get off my mount? Oh, no. It's because I looked down and pressed F. Oh, no. I looked down and pressed F. Oh, that is absolutely terrible. Okay, I can only hope that maybe I don't die, and maybe I draw a bunch of the enemies off. But, yeah, Soren, help me. Help me. Oh no, this is real bad. Oh well, at least she's here. Oh, she's not actually getting stuck. That's very surprising. Okay, I like that. If she's not getting stuck, then at least maybe she can be a bit effective. The AI does not seem to use the fire breath, or at least she doesn't. I know that Daenerys does, so she obviously has the ability to do so. Soren is being a bit weird at the moment, as you can see. Look at her. She's not really knowing what to do. If she would just run into the opponent, she would absolutely destroy everyone in her path. But of course, she's not going to do that for some reason. Maybe she's like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just going to be fair towards the opponent. Maybe she has some compassion towards them or something like that. And, you know, that's absolutely fine. I'm obviously making excuses because there's no way that that's the case, but, you know, could be. Who knows? I've got to be real careful here. Oh no, this guy was an absolute monster. What's going on with him? He was doing so much damage. Yeah, well, I'm never going to get back onto my dragon at this rate, and I can only hope that we are going to achieve victory here now. This is a very problematic situation to be in, because I'm certainly not going to be able to kill as many as the dragon would be able to, but I was able to at least do a little bit, and I suppose that's all that I really can kind of count on and hope for. Okay, thank you, cavalry. Yes, you're helping me a very nice amount. Just having them distract the opponent as well is part of the battle, really. As I've said, the importance of actually distracting a number of units to be able to allow your forces an advantage, even if it is just in a small way, can really make a big difference to your overall success in that battle. And it's actually frightening how impactful that can actually be. You know, you've seen that firsthand with me as well in my series. Literally, you know, I'm running around and I'm trying to do what I can to distract the enemy's cavalry, for example. And when I distract the enemy's cavalry and they follow me, and then they just get absolutely murdered by all of our archers or something like that, or they run into our infantry or something, those are the kinds of moments where you just go, yeah, that was absolutely perfect, especially in cases where the enemy has an overwhelming amount of cavalry. If they have, you know, 50 plus cavalry troops on the battlefield, you really do want to make sure that they are as ineffective as possible. And thankfully we were able to achieve victory there, surprisingly enough, considering I wasn't really able to use my dragon that often, and we did get 69 kills. 69, yes indeed. Anyway, we're going to be letting these people go once again, just generally because it also gives me charm skill, but it also makes it maybe that they're a little bit less likely to make peace. I don't think that's really the case. I think that generally some people actually did mention in the comments that the reason why we are having such a difficult time with laying siege against Dawn is because of the lore and the source material surrounding the relationship between the two factions. And that makes a great deal of sense. You know, it really does. I should have thought of that myself, to be honest, but, you know, that kind of thing just doesn't come to mind usually. But, yeah, that's probably the reason, because Daenerys usually has a good relation with them. So that's the reason, because it's hard-coded to make it so that, you know, she doesn't kill them. And that's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just know, you know, I just need to know that, and then I can make, you know, alternative plans, I guess you could call it. Alright, so let me actually just do something real quick here. So we're just going to do this once again. I'm just going to take these. There we are. And I don't really want to take anything else, because I'm going to try and persuade the rest to join me, of course. And we could do, do we want to do an escort merchant caravan quest? No, not really. We want to move on to the nearby fiefs. So that is what we want to do. So first of all, let me just have a quick look at the horse merchant here, because I am actually... I am over encumbered, as you can quite clearly tell. So I'm going to need to do something about that. So what can I do? Well, I should get rid of some grain, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's get rid of some grain. Let's get some fish instead. I need to sell some stuff, to be honest. I really need to sell some of these things. I mean, the merchant just doesn't have enough money to be able to make this work, as you can tell. That's why I was saying in a previous episode that I have so much cash in itemized form, and that's exactly what's happening here. Anyway, we can now move on. Hopefully, Telero Axio, or Axio, or however you want to say that, is going to be okay. And we're going to move on to Sarth. And hopefully I'll be able to do something there. And hopefully... Wait a minute. Hello. What is he doing? Why is he just standing there? Why are you standing there, you absolute imbecile? Oh well, never mind. He's been caught, and we will do a nice little auto-resolve against him and let him go. There we go. And now we can move on. Don't really... Should I actually take these? Yeah, I just have too many prisoners right now, you know? I have too many prisoners. It's going to slow me down unnecessarily. That's the reason why I'm not really taking any prisoners right now, if I'm not close to a town. Anyway, let me upgrade these guys into horsemen. And let's actually have a look at... Ooh, 940 opponents. Okay, that's probably not going to be something that I'll be able to do. I'm kind of hoping that Jorah might actually come over and attempt to help me out here. Or maybe I can just go over to one of the others. Ooh, Daenerys is actually starting an army. Very nice. Where are you? Oh, she's very far away. Yeah, she's very far away, so that's highly unlikely. Oh, over 1,000. Are you joking? Okay, how much food do they have? They have 485. That's way too much. Right. Okay, well, what can I do, actually? What can I do? That's the question. Okay, first of all, I realized that Garen actually isn't actually having a party any further, so I need to tell him to go and make a party. He's in Illyria at the moment. Hopefully he's going to be doing a relatively good job at recruiting some people. And I am actually... Oh, no. Oh, this is real bad. I was kind of thinking that I would go and besiege one of these towns, but they have so many people. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can't. Maybe we can. I don't know. But anyway, let's just see. I'm going to go for plus 50% recruitment rate for infantry. What do I currently have in my army right now? In my prisoner hold? I have... What are these? Infantry, right? Yeah, these are infantry. Yeah, why not? Okay, we'll take that. Yes, there we go. I don't even know what the recruitment rate is. It's just, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, you get 50% more. There we go. Yeah, that kind of thing is kind of iterative, I suppose. Doesn't really help you out too much because it's just like, well, yeah, you get 50% more, but what is 50% more? Does it give you one more, or, you know, in terms of a base value, or does it give you 50 more or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, those are the kinds of things that I would think would be quite nice to have be a bit more transparent, shall we say. But yeah, anyway. We should be fine here as long as there isn't an extremely large... What is... Wait a minute. Why does that look like a Targaryen banner? That looks like a Targaryen banner, doesn't it? That is so weird. Alright, well, I'm going to catch up to this guy super easily, and we're just going to murder him real fast. I want to get him out the way. He's a Valantine vassal by the looks of things. Okay, that's good to know. We'll take all of those. And now, here's the thing. Look at these guys. They're actually coming at us with some pretty large armies as well. Very impressive that they are still able to field such large numbers after some heavy losses. And let me actually just have a quick look here. Ooh, they've got some good people by the looks of things. I'm a bit scared of the elite javelineers. Those guys are going to be real harsh for us to deal with. I'm not sure if I'm even going to be able to... Do you think I can even fight against this army right now? Maybe I'll be able to, maybe I won't. I really have no idea. Should be able to. So let's actually do this. I'm kind of a bit worried. She's actually from the Pentoshi by the looks of things. Let me actually just have a quick look here. Anyone else? Yeah, okay. Yeah, these are... Okay, yeah. So these are the Sarnori elite javelineers. These are going to be very harsh for our dragons, but I'm of course not going to be using my dragon in this battle. This is the one where I will not be using the dragon, so this is going to be interesting, to say the least. So let me just get off real fast, and then we'll get my sword out. And we will be very prepared here. I actually don't even know how my army is really doing. Do I have good troops right now? Do I have actually good troops? Because I haven't actually looked at them for quite some time. I'm just leveling people up randomly right now. If anyone levels up, then I'm just upgrading them and, you know, patting them on the back and saying, yes, good work, good work. And I don't really know what they've gone into, you know. I don't really know whether they've leveled up from noble troop line or a peasant troop line or anything like that. And I just think to myself, oh, well, it's nice that they're tier 5 now. And that's pretty much all I can really say about that. Anyway, let's make our way over here and let's actually speed things up somewhat. Seems like the enemy is... What? Why are you running away? You absolute imbecile. Not sure why they would do that. But, yeah, the super speed mod is absolutely invaluable. Because can you imagine doing this in real time and actually running the entire length of the battlefield? I can, because I used to do that in warband mods all the time. Most specifically, there were, you know, very specific, shall we say, mods that I can think of right now that were big culprits of that, you know, the AI playing really passively and making you run across the entirety of the battlefield was extremely annoying. Oh, Soren's actually attacking with her dragon. Nice. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you very much. Finally, someone's actually doing something with that. Or she's actually doing something with it because, let's face it, before she wasn't doing anything at all. So that's great. I mean, it's about time, isn't it? It really is about time. Oh, what's this? Hello. This is a step horse, and it looks absolutely ridiculous for me to get on this. I'm not sure why. Does it look like a donkey? It looks like a bit of a donkey for some reason. Anyway, I'm actually just going to charge my forces. We might as well literally just charge all of our people over. And hopefully Soren will actually continue to do stuff that is somewhat useful. And hopefully I will not get myself eliminated. Really should kill that. Yeah, there we go. Whew. That was a close one. Almost died there. Pretty sure I would have almost died. Nice. We're getting 20 charge damage just from this as well. Actually pretty effective. I'm not sure why my charge damage has somehow become much better, because it used to be that I was doing, you know, 2 to 3 damage, but maybe it's because of my riding skill. You know? Probably is because of my riding skill. Anyway, my forces... Oh, yeah, we killed the enemy the enemy commander. That's really going to make a huge difference to their overall morale as well. And if I'm able to get more and more kills, which I don't think I actually really need to right now, because it seems like my forces are completely... Oh, no, hello. Don't really want to go in here, that's for sure. Got to be a bit careful. I want to make sure that I'm not going to die, because that's the thing. There is an army nearby, and we really do not want to have my own character being super low in HP, because if we're super low in HP, it's going to make it very difficult for us to then head in to the next battle without severely compromising our effectiveness. Well, that seems to be it, though, doesn't it? Yeah, did Soren actually do anything apart from that one flame breath? I don't think so, right? Well, you can't always get what you want, can you? It seems like a catchphrase I've been using quite often. Yes, indeed. Oh well, never mind. There we go. That is gonna be victory for us. I'm just gonna speed things up for the remainder of the fight, and there we have it. Okay, so we ended up losing 21 troops, which I gotta say, I'm actually pretty happy about that, to be honest. I think I'm pretty happy about that, considering I wasn't using the dragon. I feel like we did relatively decently.
I give up.
And we're just going to continue, as I say, just letting people go, because we want to make sure... oh, there we go. She was actually a part of Aegon's clan. Aha. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So that means that, yeah, okay. So, yeah. He still does not really like us that much, which is to be expected, I suppose. Anyway, we're just going to take these. Just going to continue having around 50 troops, I think. That's probably going to be the best course of action for us. Around 50 troops in our party here. Not going to be taking any of these guys either. I'd like to just try to keep our army at tier 5 or above, something like that. Obviously, that's dependent on whether they are cavalry or not, but I'd like to try to maximize our efficiency as much as possible, even with smaller numbers. This army seems really simple for us to deal with because they only have 320 and they don't have any javelineers. So I'm going to assume that that's going to be super easy for us. But it's not going to give me any kind of you know, I have no premonition about that. There's no predetermined outcome for any kind of attack against these guys. They're not willing to actually to fight me right now. What is Daenerys doing, by the way? Why does she have an army all the way over there? And why is she patrolling all the way over there? Okay. Well, that's very interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's not say anything. Maybe she's doing something rather important, you know? But I could definitely use her assistance over here, but it's very strange that she's not really doing much. Okay, so I'm actually just going to do something like this. You're not going to go into the... you're not going to go in there. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop you from going in there. There we go. Alright, so let's just have a quick look-see. No, my charm skill is... probably not going to make it, actually. I think we'll get to 274 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we will make it very, very barely, but yeah, anyway. Let's just take a quick look at our composition here. The enemy's composition is... They have some javelineers, but nothing too amazing. No, none that are elite, at least, so shouldn't have to worry about that. Anyway, some of our forces are also still injured, so that is also going to provide us with a small disadvantage. But we can just be thankful that we can use our dragon this time around. And we will make our way over with our entire force. The wings flapping on the screen with the super speed enabled is very... yeah, not so good. So yeah, don't really want to do that too often if I can help it. Okay, so we're just going to try and eliminate a couple of the enemy's cavalry, because that's pretty much what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to eliminate the cavalry. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, so I can control the depth of the dragon when it's flying by aiming upwards and downwards, as you might expect, and then pressing space. So if I aim upwards, of course, I can, you know, aim it a lot better. You know, so for example, if I look up right now, I can fly into the air like so. You see? Something like that. Which is actually pretty cool, and I like the way that they've done that, but unfortunately I'm too far away to use my flame breath here, which is sad, but you know, that's how it is. But it's cool, look at this. I can fly around the battlefield, you know, however I like. I can get out my bow if I want to, and I can actually use my bow from here too. But obviously that's not really what I'm wanting to do right now, so we're just going to go down here, use my fire breath, just kill them all, and then fly away once again. Just fly away very, very fast. And there we have it. That seems like a pretty logical way for a dragon to attack, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. Seems pretty fun. So yeah, we'll do the same thing once again and do very little damage because I just did that completely awfully. But you know, you get the concept, right? You get the concept. You know exactly what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is they're all supposed to die. Yes, that's kind of the deal here. There we go. And that's the thing. We're doing a little bit more hit and run style strategies here, so it's not actually... Oh, did I just kill myself almost? Wait a minute. I literally just... Wait a minute. I just took falling damage. Why? Why did I just take falling damage? I want to fly. I want to fly up in the air, but I'm not flying. Oh no. Okay, well that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I mean, obviously, to be fair, you're not really supposed to have dragons in this game. I don't know how. I still don't know how they did it so effectively and being able to actually fly in the air as well. But it seems like my dragon doesn't want to fly anymore. Maybe there is a limitation to how far you can fly or how much you can actually do that. But as you could no doubt tell, I did just take falling damage while I was on a mount, and my mount also took damage as well, so that is something to bear in mind, and definitely something that we need to be very careful of in the future. So if we are flying and we fall from a high height somehow, you can actually kill your own character by doing that. Anyway, there we go. That was very easy, as you might expect, because we had the dragon available. this time around. And yeah, we can just continue letting people go as you might expect as well. Anyway, there we go. Not too bad. I don't really think they have any prisoners here that I really want to take. Not really. I'll take the Valyrian cavalry and maybe some of these guys. I know I said I'd stay at 50, but it's kind of... yeah, it's difficult to not, you know what I mean? It's difficult to kind of resist taking these high tier prisoners because they are inevitably going to be quite good, you know? Anyway, let's level up some of these guys, and then we should probably try and besiege this. Not sure if this is really going to work, because they do have over 1,200 troops in their garrison. And what I find the most amusing is that if Daenerys had not called for a for one of her own armies, I would have been able to call a bunch of troops. Yes, I would have been able to call a bunch of vassals to my side, and I probably would have had a much greater ability to win. But the way it is right now, it's not looking particularly good, is it?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while, has it? Why does he sound like that? I don't know why he sounds like that, but apparently he does. Anyway, we'll just go in for an auto-resolve there, just to get them out the way super fast. And I should probably be taking them prisoner, all things considered, you know, because they are going to continue coming back and attempting to stop me, aren't they? I just wanted to let them go for charm skill, and just generally because maybe in the future when we've actually eliminated them, finally, they might decide to join House Targaryen, which is exactly what I wanted them to do. Oh well. Never mind. Alright, so yeah, that's actually going to be it for this episode. I would love to take these two towns in the next one, so what I'm probably going to do is I will try... oh, she's actually disbanded her army now, so that's good. But yeah, what I will try is declaring war... oh, not declaring war. I was thinking about Dawn. Hilarious. Yeah, anyway, I will try getting an army together. As you can see, we do have a couple of people that are within a couple of days of us. And we do have quite a bit of influence, so I should technically be able to get an army together that will be able to take some of these towns. And hopefully we'll be able to do that. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.